If you don't like mysteries but still love a good scare, then you need to hear about the Elisa Lam case. This is a story that has captivated the minds of many, blending elements of horror, mystery, and tragedy into a single, unforgettable narrative. The last anyone saw of Elisa Lam, she was alone in an elevator, pushing buttons. The footage is eerie, almost surreal. She appears to be playing a game, pressing multiple buttons as if trying to find the right one, and waiting for the doors to close. But they never did. Instead, she seemed to hide in the corner, peeking out as if she were afraid of someone or something lurking just outside the elevator, as if from someone or something. The footage is unsettling, raising more questions than it answers. Who or what was she hiding from? Why did the elevator doors remain open? 3 weeks later, a maintenance worker at the Cecil Hotel found Elisa's body in a rooftop water tank. The discovery was shocking, not just because of the location, but because of the condition in which she was found. Her disappearance had gone unsolved for weeks, but the discovery of her body raised far more questions than answers. How did she get into the water tank? Why was she there? The questions seemed endless. An autopsy ruled her death an accidental drowning with bipolar disorder as a factor. The medical examiner's report suggested that her mental state might have led her to climb into the tank, but that explanation didn't sit right with many. The circumstances were too bizarre, too unsettling to be easily explained away. Her body was naked, yet her clothes were floating in the tank. This detail added another layer of mystery. Why were her clothes removed? Did she take them off herself, or did someone else do it? Toxicology tests found traces of her meds, some non-prescription drugs, and a bit of booze. The results were inconclusive, providing no clear answers, but not enough to cause her death. The levels of substances in her system were not lethal, leaving the cause of her death still shrouded in mystery. The most baffling part was how Elisa ended up in the tank. The rooftop was secured, and the water tanks were not easily accessible. The hatch was heavy, requiring a ladder to reach it. It seemed unlikely that she could have climbed up there on her own, especially in her state. Had she climbed up there herself, or had someone else been involved? The questions continued to pile up, each one more perplexing than the last. And if so, why was she undressed? The removal of her clothes added another layer of complexity to the case. Was it a sign of foul play, or was there another explanation? Web sleuths analyzed the footage and case files, searching for clues. Theories swirled. Some believed she had a manic episode, while others suspected foul play. Did she have a manic episode and accidentally climb in? The theory seemed plausible, given her mental health history, but it didn't explain everything. Or was there foul play? The idea that someone else was involved couldn't be ruled out. The footage showed her acting strangely, but it didn't show anyone else. But the most chilling part wasn't the theories, it was the impact on the Cecil Hotel. The hotel had a dark history even before Elisa's death, but her case brought a new level of notoriety. But the impact on the Cecil Hotel. The hotel had long been associated with crime and tragedy, but Elisa's case seemed to bring all those dark elements to the forefront. Guests reported taps running by themselves, showers turning icy cold, and sightings of Elisa in the halls. The hotel became a hotspot for paranormal activity, with many believing that Elisa's spirit was still present. Some even found the number 19, the floor where she stayed, scrawled everywhere. The number seemed to appear in the most unexpected places, adding to the eerie atmosphere. The case went cold, but the ghost stories did not. The legend of Elisa Lam continued to grow, with each new story adding to the mystery. Elisa's death remains one of LA's most enduring mysteries, with that elevator footage haunting everyone who sees it. The footage has been analyzed countless times, but it never fails to send chills down the spine. Many years later, the Cecil still stands, a shadow of its former self, with whispers of the girl who never checked out. The hotel has tried to move on, but the shadow of Elisa's case still looms large, and whose spirit still roams its halls. The story of Elisa Lam is a haunting reminder of how some mysteries may never be fully solved, leaving us with more questions than answers. The case has inspired countless documentaries, articles, and online discussions. Each new piece of information only adds to the intrigue, making it one of the most talked about mysteries of our time. People from all over the world have been drawn to the case, holding vigils and memorials in her honor. The story of Elisa Lam has touched many hearts, serving as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life. Investigators continue to look into the case, hoping to find that one piece of evidence that will finally solve the mystery. But for now, the case remains open, a puzzle with too many missing pieces. The Cecil Hotel has tried to rebrand itself, but the shadow of Elisa's case still lingers. The hotel rooms, the hallways, and even the elevator seem to hold echoes of that fateful night. Online forums are filled with theories and speculations, each one trying to make sense of the inexplicable. The case has become a focal point for amateur sleuths and professional investigators alike. The story of Elisa Lam has all the elements of a classic detective novel, but with a real-life twist that makes it all the more compelling. It's a story that continues to captivate and haunt us, reminding us that some mysteries may never be solved. As the years go by, the legend of Elisa Lam only grows. The stormy night when she disappeared, the eerie footage, and the unanswered questions all contribute to a story that will never be forgotten. Writers and filmmakers continue to be inspired by her story, creating works that explore the many facets of the mystery. Each new interpretation adds another layer to the legend, keeping the story alive. The haunting mystery of Elisa Lam is a story that will continue to be told, a tale of intrigue, tragedy, and the unknown. It's a story that reminds us of the thin line between reality and the supernatural, and the enduring power of a mystery that remains unsolved. The Cecil Hotel, with its flickering lights and eerie atmosphere, stands as a monument to the mystery. It's a place where the past and present collide, where the story of Elisa Lam continues to unfold. And so, the story of Elisa Lam remains one of the most haunting mysteries of our time. A story that will continue to captivate, intrigue, and haunt us for years to come. The case of Elisa Lam is a reminder that some mysteries may never be fully solved, but they will always be remembered. It's a story that will continue to be told, a haunting mystery that remains unsolved and unforgettable.